Okay, wow. It is a little dark in here. I thought I had all the lights figured out. Um, Welcome back to Smirking Gun. Holy crap, how do I figure out? Do I have to, turn the light? Does it change anything? Not really. Anyway, this is Rob from Smirking Gun. Darkface. Doing his review of The Walking Dead, Season 7, Episode 10, New Best Friends. Um, I've seen some people on Facebook and other places like, this is a terrible episode and things like that, but this is a pretty dang good episode. I have problems with it story-wise and issues, but I know that it's going somewhere and the things that I have problems with are going to be dealt with. But in the end, it is a pretty good episode, despite my frustrations that, let's just, full spoilers, if you haven't watched it or watched another review, whatever, don't watch this. My first major thing is that during the first half of the season, I understood that there's a lot of story and we have to see Rick's group fall apart in order to come back together, and some people didn't like that and the ratings fell and la 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 la. But at the beginning of this, I actually just got a little frustrated with myself. It's on me. Where I was just like, something needs to happen. This is bullshit. We were just like, mostly when it came to that scene in the kingdom where that Dacol, and Richard fight again, and we just keep seeing these saviors just, I want your gun. I want boo, 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 boo. Basically, we all want, even if some of these people are good people, we just want to see the saviors stomped on, like an AT-AT on a bunch of people, just stomped all over, just crushed, splattered blood. Nobody would freaking cry a tear for any of the saviors at this point, except for maybe a couple. They're like, oh, there's women there, maybe, But at this point, I am just ready for the war. I'm ready for all-out war, and I'm getting a little impatient. Normally, I'm a more patient person that can talk about this and go, it's coming, but it really needs to get here pretty soon. That being said, Father Gabriel's not a bitch. All the people that were freaking the hell out. I caught it the very first time I saw it. There was somebody in that car. He was calm as hell when he was on the tower. Something happened in the pantry. He was sweating bullets. I don't know why all of you jumped to not all of you, but the people that did. He turned into a little bitch again. You're so busy talking you didn't see the head pop up in the car, quite frankly. Jesus Christ. Stop talking for a second and watch the goddamn show. So, Father Gabriel wasn't a little bitch. Things were happening to him that he had to be. I'm trying not to forget things this week. So let's just dive into the kingdom part, right? So, Daryl is introduced to, sees Richard. He gets a crossbow again, which is awesome. And you think Richard and him are going to have a rapport, and Richard's telling him about this thing, and you find out that his plan involves sacrificing Carol, which Daryl literally has to scream bloody murder at the guy to get to just tell him her name. And then you get the full fire and brimstone if anything happens to her, whether a lightning bolt or a walker. Daryl and Carol's connection is very strong. He shoots down Richard's plans by beating him up and telling him to fuck off, in the best possible way. And I understand Richard's frustration. Things need to happen. So, curb that aside. You know what? No, let's just finish the Daryl Carol. So Daryl ends up at Carol's place. They have their reuniting thing. It's very emotional, and Daryl doesn't tell Carol about Glenn and Abraham and everything else that's been going on because she's fighting to hold on to what little is left of herself. And that's great. It's great. I understand the story, but as an audience member, I was just like, okay, yeah, I get it, but she's gonna find out eventually, and we're gonna see Badass Carol. So this is just plot, dragging out plot to just, we're gonna get there, and how's she gonna feel about people lying to her about everything, just to, spare her feelings and things like that. I mean, and so we're gonna see Badass Carol again. This might be her last ride, in my opinion. The fact that, going back just a skosh to when the Saviors came and took Morgan's stick, and Morgan is still bitching out. Fine, it's the writers, not the actor. I know. Then we get Rick and his smiling face at the trash heap place. I don't care what everybody's calling it. I'm calling it the trash heap place, and the Jadas and the J whatever, and the hive mind that these people have. They are in there. Rick is still smiling. They basically talk and act like the one leader is the queen, and everybody else gravitates around it and talks to her. Like they don't communicate unless directly, fucking like semaphore or military like communication. I don't know. And the fact that they have their own language, and the timeline in this show is weird to have broken down that far. I don't know. Anyway, they finally can, they have to go take Rick to the up, and throw him down and fight something that I swear to God, this zombie looks like something I've been playing in The Evil Within recently. Like, it's a crazy demon-looking thing. Like, you would think this was in Resident Evil. Like, this thing was racked up, and it was badass. And to a fellow YouTuber that actually thought the same thing I did, DW Jocks, when Rick puts his hand right through the nail thing, I was thinking, damn, dude, you need to get your ass back to some health and get some antibacterial shit, because this could be how Rick loses his hand. So I'm gonna say it right now. If Rick loses his hand, this could be the moment. Like, he doesn't get back in time, and they have to chop it off, and that's how it all happens. It probably won't, but that really bothered me too. Same as D did in his review. It really bugged me. I was like, Jesus. So they convince, because Rick defeats this thing, and they have this weird kind of, barter, like bargaining thing that happened, and so they might have an army, they might not. There's also Tara possibly on the hook about the people that she knows about who has a bunch of guns. So we're in for more craziness, and I'm still not sure how this season's going to play out in the finale, but we'll see. This was an episode that I thought was pretty good. I think it was a more all the way through solid episode than the first episode, even though you get to see Walker's cut down by a bunch of shit like that. Next week we finally get Jeffrey Dean Morgan back, so get ready for some more people to be frustrated and some of us to be elated. I hope I didn't miss anything. I'm thinking, why is Rosita being such a bitch? Like, it just seems just like she is just completely. It was great seeing Daryl with Shiva. God, that's about it. So this is Robin Sprinkling Gun, ready to see what's going to happen next week. So please like and subscribe if you feel like it, and we will see you next week. Bye. Hopefully it's not so dark. I don't know.